KG5 EIU. I'm going to show you how to run WSJT-X with QK4 with an L-Craft K4 radio remotely on a local area network. And what I have here is a Windows 11 machine on my network, and my K4 L-Craft K4 ham radio is on the same Ethernet network. The scenario for everyone here would be you want to run remote on your local network. So maybe your radio's out in the garage or in your ham shack, but it's still on your local LAN. So there's a couple pieces of software you need in order to do this. And of course the hardware is the L-Craft K4. But we'll take a quick look here of what we need. We're going to need the WSJT-X application, which we have. It's already loaded. We're going to obviously need QK4. I'm running beta 0.5, beta 2. And the other piece of software you need is this VB cable. And that's the virtual audio cable. So that's going to pipe the audio from the QK4 app via software into WSJT-X. And we're going to use WSJT-X as cat control as well. So I'm going to show you all that stuff. So the first thing we want to do is I've unzipped the 0.5 beta 2 release over here. So first thing we'll do is we'll get this running. So we'll go ahead and launch QK4. And we'll go ahead and connect up. So I've already got it programmed in here, and I'm just going to connect up. And here I am on 160, and we can see some traffic out there already. What you want to do is you want to run your audio up here on your main all the way up, and then on Tools we'll go to Setting, and under Audio Input you're going to select that VB audio cable. I find about 50% on the mic gain, but we'll look at that here in a little bit. The audio output is going to be the VB audio cable, and these are my choices here, right? So I want the single one. And then I want to turn on rig control down here, so we're going to enable rig control. 9299 is the port that we're going to use WSJT-X for cat control. So once all that's set up, we're good to go. We're going to launch, not WebEx, but we're going to launch WSJT-X. So that's going to launch up. We're running February 2026 3.1 release. It has actually has the FT2 stuff in it. So we're going to look for FT8, and now we want to set up WSJT-X. It was set up before, I tested this all out for the video, and you can see I've got QK4 running in the background here. We'll get rid of some of these other windows, and I've got my the blue wide graph. But let's take a look at how I have WSJT-X set up. So of course I got my general stuff set up, and for the radio I've got K4 radio, and I've got localhost :9299. That's the 9299 that came out of the setup for QK4. So localhost :9299. I'm not running any firewall, so I have firewall turned off. You may have to jack with your Windows configuration and open up those ports for your firewall. And all this other stuff, 8-on-1, none of that matters. You can test the cat, and in theory it should go green, and it does. And then if you do test push to talk, you can see PTT light up over there in QK4. So we're good to go with this. And just for sake, it's it's March 2nd 2026, and we're running the 2.15.26 of ham live, basically what was in the 3.1 WSJT-X. The rest of it I'm not going to talk about. but you can see now we're getting decodes. And what we can do is, I've got this power slider here. You can see our audio right here coming in, right? So it's not in the red, and it's not low. It's darn near perfect for the decodes. So we can go find an empty spot over here and try a tune, right? So you'll see the radio key up here. So we're talking to the radio just fine. You know, we're looking at our SWR. It looks fine. Over here we can set up our tuner if we want. ATU's on, so we're good to go here. We can call CQ and see if someone comes back with us. 160 is kind of rough, but it is, you know, it's 8 o'clock here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We can try to go after this guy and see if we can get him. This KF9UG. And again, you can see it's all working. I double click, doing a transmit. Here you can we'll watch the next cycle on the meter here. So ALC, you know, it bounces up pretty high, but we're looking pretty good from an ALC. SWR is holding in there pretty good. And we can go back and check to see what's going on here. He's in a talk cycle with somebody else right now. But everything's working with the VB cable and everything. I guess I didn't show you the VB cable setup in WSJT-X, which I will after. Let's see if KF9UG answers. We get him in the log here. And again, I'm on a Windows PC that's on my network, talking to the QK4 in the other room, and you'd never know. The times are really fast, fast response. We're, you know, 1 gigabit Ethernet connections here on a local switch, so we're looking pretty good. It doesn't look like he heard me. I'm very hobbled on 160 meters. You know, I'm relying on the tuner to take the edge off that wire that's only an 80-meter wire. So it's difficult for me to get 160 in the log. So we'll go ahead and halt. He hadn't heard me yet, so I'm kind of hopeful that he was going to. But let's look real quick at the configuration for the audio. So I didn't show you that. So here are those virtual VB audio. It's a free app you can load into Windows. That's one of the 3 pieces of software you need, and that's what you select inside of WSJT-X. You want these VB cables, and that's mapped to those inputs over here for the audio in. See, audio in goes out and vice versa for the virtual cable stuff. So that's it. That's how you set up QK4 and WSJT-X to work across the network and make some contacts with WSJT-X. 7.3 from KG5 EIU.